The real reason Baylen Dupree's sister Sammi chooses to stay out of the spotlight. Hello, friends, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Many fans of Baylen Dupree have noticed that while Baylen has built a large public following, her sister Sammi Dupree has largely stayed away from the spotlight. This difference has sparked curiosity among viewers who follow Baylen's journey and want to know more about the people closest to her. However, the most important thing to understand is that Sammi has not publicly shared a detailed explanation about why she chooses a more private life. Because of that, any discussion should focus on observable facts rather than speculation. One of the biggest reasons family members of public figures avoid attention is the desire for privacy. Living in the public eye comes with constant scrutiny. Every social media post, public appearance, and personal decision can become a topic of discussion among thousands of strangers. While some people enjoy sharing their lives with a large audience, others prefer to keep their personal experiences within a smaller circle of friends and family. There is nothing unusual about that choice. In fact, many relatives of celebrities and influencers intentionally maintain a low profile because they value normalcy. For someone connected to a well-known personality, privacy can become difficult to maintain. Fans often become curious about siblings, parents, and close friends. As public interest grows, even ordinary activities can attract attention. A simple outing, photograph, or social media update may suddenly become newsworthy. For individuals who prefer a quieter lifestyle, this level of visibility can feel overwhelming. Choosing to remain outside the spotlight may simply be a way of protecting personal boundaries. Another factor is that not everyone seeks fame. Baylen's career has naturally placed her in front of cameras and audiences, but family members do not automatically share the same goals. Different people have different ambitions, interests, and comfort levels. Some enjoy being performers, creators, or public personalities. Others find fulfillment in careers and activities that do not involve public recognition. Staying out of the spotlight does not mean someone lacks confidence or success. It often means they have chosen a different path. Family dynamics can also play a role. When one family member becomes well known, other relatives sometimes decide to step back and allow that person to have their own space professionally. Instead of becoming public figures themselves, they support from behind the scenes. This approach allows them to maintain their individual identities while still being present for their loved one. Support does not always need to happen in front of cameras. There is also the issue of public criticism. Anyone who enters the spotlight becomes vulnerable to opinions from strangers. Social media can be supportive, but it can also be harsh. Public figures often face criticism, rumors, and misinformation. Watching a loved one experience those challenges may reinforce a desire to stay private. Some people simply do not want to expose themselves to the pressures that come with online attention. Avoiding the spotlight can be an effective way to reduce stress and maintain peace of mind. Another possible explanation is the desire for authenticity. Many people prefer relationships that are not influenced by public attention. Remaining private can make it easier to focus on genuine friendships, family connections, education, work, and personal growth. Without the pressure of maintaining a public image, individuals have more freedom to make decisions based on their own preferences rather than audience expectations. It is also worth remembering that being related to a public figure does not create an obligation to become public yourself. Audiences sometimes assume that every member of a well-known family wants media attention, but that is rarely true. Each person has the right to decide how much of their life they want to share. Respecting that choice is important. Privacy is not secrecy. It is simply a personal preference about what information is made available to the public. Fans are naturally curious about the people who appear in the lives of their favorite personalities. Curiosity is understandable, especially when someone plays a meaningful role in a public figure's personal story. However, curiosity should be balanced with respect. If Sammi chooses not to maintain a major public presence, that decision deserves consideration rather than constant pressure for more visibility. The contrast between Baylen's public life and Sammi's private approach may actually highlight an important lesson. Success and happiness do not look the same for everyone. One person may thrive in front of cameras and audiences, while another may find satisfaction in a quieter lifestyle. Neither choice is inherently better than the other. They simply reflect different personalities and priorities. At the end of the day, the real reason Sammi stays out of the spotlight may be known only to her and those closest to her. Publicly available information does not provide a definitive answer, and it would be unfair to present assumptions as facts. What can be said with confidence is that maintaining privacy is a valid choice. Whether the motivation involves personal comfort, professional goals, family considerations, or a desire for a normal life, the decision ultimately belongs to her. As interest in Baylen continues to grow, questions about her family will likely continue as well. Yet sometimes the most respectful answer is also the simplest one. Not everyone connected to a public figure wants public attention. Sammi's choice to remain largely outside the spotlight may reflect a preference for privacy, independence, and a life lived on her own terms. Rather than viewing that decision as mysterious, it can be understood as a reminder that every individual has the right to decide how visible they want to be in the